Bashaud Breeland cut from the Vikings. This will be Vikings talk now. Bashaud Breeland cut from the Vikings after getting into a verbal altercation, which led to a physical altercation to the point where Rick Spielman had to break up the fight.
Yeah.
Not surprised. Bashaud's been kind of an issue off field,
on and off the field.
On field too. If you've noticed, he has not been signed yet. He really, hasn't broken bottom 10 for graded corners. He's just
I in my head I was like, he's a bottom 5 corner. So you giving him 10 is actually.
Well, I think there was 1 week where he rated.
There's 1 week
99th
really good.
out of 110. So that's bottom.
There
20.
was 1 week where he was really good.
Right.
There's 1 week where he was really good, but
so it's. You need a corner for more than 1 week. But anyway, so he got into a verbal altercation because the Vikings did do something messed up. You don't tell a player that they're benched practice. That is a private meeting conversation. You tell them, hey, by the way, you'll be getting second team reps today because you're no longer starting.
Right.
Apparently he was running out onto the field with the starters, and Spielman and Zimmer were like, no, hey, you're not starting anymore. Dantzler's getting the first team reps this week. And that's why Breeland turned around and he got pissed and he's like, are you kidding me? And so they, instead of going to they told him to get on the sideline because he's going to be with the second team. Instead, he went to the locker room and he was going to go to the locker room and started taking his cleats off. And that's when people went, the story was, oh, he took his cleats off and threw them. No, he was taking his cleats off because he was going to leave.
Yeah.
And then they said, obviously it's football, so they probably yelled at him, told him, get your cleats on, you're still on the team.
Right.
And that's when it escalated, got scuffled. There was probably teammates that were saying, calm down. Obviously, it just escalated. So that's how for those of you that didn't hear the story, Breeland was wronged by the Vikings, in my opinion. That is not the way to handle business.
Right,
we've heard stuff like this with Zimmer before, that he's terrible at the human aspect of football, which is why kickers struggle with him, because kickers are probably the most sensitive player on the field, and he doesn't know how to communicate well with other human beings on an interpersonal level. So I think kickers struggle in Minnesota, which is why Daniel Carlson is kicker of the year this year, whatever. I think that delivery with Breeland flipped it, but Breeland was going to be gone. It's not like he was going to get re-signed.
Yeah.
Both sides treated the situation terribly.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think the Vikings get that much worse without him.
I don't either.
I think Chris Boyd has shown that he's not quite there yet. And
he's very hit or miss.
Right.
He makes a great play, and then he gets a taunting penalty, and then he...
And Dantzler, honestly, he reminds me a lot of Anthony Harris.
I think Dantzler's...
He's in the right spot a lot, but he also... A lot of his good plays is simply, a favor because he's in the right spot as opposed to making the right play.
Here's what I think. I think it's 100% a mental thing with Dantzler, because when it was him and Gladney, it was like, you're a rookie corner, you're going to start. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we had to do.
Yep.
And he played really good. He was all defense first rookie team or something like that.
Yeah, first or second.
Yeah, so and then now he came into this season and all of a sudden he's the fourth man.
And he didn't even start the first game, which was weird.
Right. So you had Patty P, you had Breeland, and you have McKenzie out there. Those are the three that are out there, and now you're just sitting on the sideline. So I'm sure that did something to him mentally, because I'm sure he came into he finished last year and he's like, all right,
I was second team all pro, or I was first team
I'm pretty
all
sure
rookie.
He was first team. I'm pretty sure he was first team. So and then all of a sudden you're not playing. And so now it's I don't know.
Well, I do think Harrison Smith has some play in what guys are not starting, but what guys are in favor. And Harrison Smith is pretty harsh on Cam. Maybe it's because he sees potential in him.
Right.
But, he's been caught on camera yelling at Cam more times than I've seen any other player yell at somebody on the Vikings. So maybe Harry...
Captain, you gotta listen.
Right.
Listen to
maybe Harrison Smith has said, this guy's just not there yet, and that swayed it. I doubt it personally, but that could be something that's going on, because Harrison is very hard on him,
right?
And I'm sure he knows that. I would love to get Harrison Smith on here, and if that would be one of the
I'm
questions.
I'm sure you'd love if Harrison Smith is hard on you too.
But yeah, if we were able to land a Harrison Smith interview, one of my questions would be why? Why are you so hard on Cam? Because you seem like, yes, you're a leader on this team, so you have to yell at everyone, but you seem to really go after Cam.
Right.
Is that coincidence? That's just what they're catching on camera? Do you see the majority of potential in him?
Because when you see, I mean, obviously, Patrick Peterson's a leader on the team too, but Patrick Peterson's approach with the corners is a lot different than
it's a
what
group
you've
thing.
seen. Yeah.
Harry kind of has been targeting Cam a bit.
Right. So.
With not targeting like a Sendejo targets his teammates.
Rest in peace.
Sendejo's credited with injuring 3 separate Vikings while he's on the Vikings. Man, but not that level, but verbally.
Yeah.
But anyway, Bashaud's gone. Don't think it really makes the team that much worse. I want Cam Dantzler to get a bigger role because I think he's very good, and I would like Harrison Hand to get some time.
Sure. I mean, Harrison Hand's made plays while he's in there.
I don't care how they look in practice. I want to see how they're in games.